The following message has been transmitted at the request of the Los Angeles Sheriff's Office. This is a civil emergency message for Los Angeles County, California. As residents across the region were preparing to celebrate Christmas, authorities received reports of an emergency incident in the Hollywood area. Law enforcement and fire officials are currently responding and have secured the immediate scene. At this time, residents are asked to avoid the Hollywood district and surrounding neighborhoods until further notice. Those in nearby areas are advised to remain indoors, keep windows closed, and allow emergency personnel to safely carry out their duties. Traffic restrictions are in effect, and several streets may be closed to support response operations. Officials emphasize that there is no confirmed threat to the wider Los Angeles area at this time. However, out of caution, the emergency alert system has been activated to ensure the public remains informed and aware. Residents are urged not to spread rumors or unverified information on social media, as doing so may interfere with emergency efforts. Emergency services from multiple agencies are working together to assess the situation, assist anyone affected, and maintain public safety during this busy holiday period. Authorities remind everyone that cooperation and patience are essential, especially during large-scale incidents. If you are planning to attend holiday events in or near Hollywood, please consider postponing or choosing alternate locations until officials announce that the area is safe. Updates will be shared through local news outlets, official city channels, and additional emergency alert system messages if necessary. Please remain calm, stay informed, and check on friends, family, and neighbors if it is safe to do so. Emergency officials will continue monitoring the situation closely. More information will be provided if it becomes available. Authorities will update you as details are confirmed. The following message has been transmitted at the request of the Los Angeles Sheriff's Office. This is an emergency alert system update regarding the incident that occurred last night in the Hollywood area of Los Angeles. Authorities now confirm the incident is being investigated as an act of terrorism. Law enforcement officials report that the immediate area remains secured, and there is no ongoing threat to the general public at this time. Increased patrols and security measures are in place across Los Angeles County as a precaution during Christmas Day activities. Residents are asked to remain vigilant, report suspicious activity to local authorities, and avoid the affected area until further notice. Some road closures and access restrictions remain in effect near Hollywood. Multiple local, state, and federal agencies are working together in a coordinated effort to investigate the incident and ensure public safety. Officials emphasize that cooperation between agencies and the public has been essential during this holiday emergency. Authorities urge residents to remain calm and continue celebrating Christmas safely with family and friends. Updates will be shared through official channels and additional emergency alert system messages if necessary. More information will be provided if it becomes available. Authorities will continue to update you as details are confirmed. The following message has been transmitted at the request of the California Office of Emergency Services. This is a civil danger warning for the state of California. On the evening of Friday, January 3, 2020, authorities report renewed terrorism-related activity in multiple areas following the incident that occurred during the Christmas holiday period. After several days of normal conditions, law enforcement agencies identify coordinated actions that present a potential risk to public safety. Emergency responders have secured affected locations, and investigations are ongoing. While not all areas are directly impacted, officials are issuing this warning. To ensure public awareness and preparedness, residents across California are advised to remain alert, avoid locations with active law enforcement activity, and follow instructions provided by local officials. Increased security measures are in place at transportation centers, public venues, and critical infrastructure as a precaution. Authorities emphasize there is no need for panic. The emergency alert system is being used to provide timely and accurate information. Residents should rely on official sources and local news outlets for updates. Sharing unconfirmed information or rumors may interfere with emergency response efforts. State, local, and federal agencies are working together to address the situation and prevent additional incidents. Officials note that cooperation between agencies and the public has strengthened response efforts and improved safety outcomes. If you see suspicious behavior, report it to local law enforcement using non-emergency numbers, unless there is immediate danger. Continue normal activities, where it is safe to do so, while remaining aware of your surroundings. The civil danger warning will remain in effect until authorities determine the situation has stabilized. Additional emergency alert system messages will be issued if conditions change or new information becomes available. More information will be provided if it becomes available. Authorities will continue to monitor the situation and update the public accordingly.
The following message has been transmitted at the request of the Utah Department of Public Safety. This is an emergency alert system message for Salt Lake City and surrounding areas. Authorities report that a unified public safety response is now underway following recent terrorism-related incidents reported in other parts of the country. Although no attacks have been confirmed within Utah, officials are increasing security measures as a precaution. Law enforcement agencies, emergency management officials, and federal partners are working together under a coordinated response plan to protect residents and critical infrastructure. Agencies that typically operate separately have established shared command operations, enhanced communication, and joint patrols throughout the Salt Lake City area. This cooperation is intended to prevent potential threats and ensure a rapid response if conditions change. Residents are advised to remain aware of their surroundings and report suspicious activity to local authorities. There is no indication of an immediate threat to the public at this time, and officials emphasize that cooperation is essential. Public transportation hubs, government buildings, and large gathering areas may experience increased law enforcement presence. These measures are precautionary and intended to maintain safety while allowing daily activities to continue where appropriate. Authorities thank the public for their patience and assistance during this period. Community awareness and responsible behavior have contributed to maintaining stability during an ongoing national situation. This unified response reflects the importance of cooperation during times of uncertainty. By working together across agencies and jurisdictions, officials aim to prevent further incidents and protect communities. Additional emergency alert system messages will be issued if new information becomes available or if conditions change. More information will be provided if it becomes available. Authorities will continue to monitor the situation and update the public. The following message has been transmitted at the request of the Utah Department of Public Safety, in coordination with federal authorities. This is an emergency alert system message for Salt Lake City and surrounding areas. Authorities are providing an update regarding the terrorism-related incidents that occurred during and after the Christmas holiday period. Investigators report that the individuals responsible are linked to a foreign-based group originating from North Korea. Officials state this conclusion is based on ongoing intelligence analysis and coordination between state and federal agencies. This information is being shared to keep the public informed as the investigation continues. At this time, there is no confirmed immediate threat to the public in Utah. Security measures remain elevated as a precaution. Law enforcement agencies continue to monitor the situation closely, intercoordinating with national and international partners. Residents are encouraged to remain calm, stay informed through official government sources, and report suspicious activity to local authorities. Increased law enforcement presence may continue at transportation centers, government facilities, and large public areas. Officials emphasize that public cooperation and awareness have played an important role in maintaining safety. Daily activities may continue where permitted by local guidance. Additional emergency alert system messages will be issued if new information becomes available or if public action is required. More information will be provided if it becomes available. Authorities will continue to monitor the situation and update the public. The following message has been transmitted at the request of the Utah Department of Public Safety, in coordination with federal authorities. This is a civil emergency message for Salt Lake City and surrounding areas. Authorities are issuing a warning regarding potential cyber-related disruptions connected to the ongoing terrorism investigation. Federal and state officials report an increase in attempted cyber activity targeting public information systems, transportation services, and communication networks. These actions are believed to be linked to the same foreign-based group connected to earlier incidents. At this time, the major system failures have been confirmed in Utah. However, residents may experience temporary service interruptions, delayed public information updates, or limited access to certain online services as protective measures are put in place. Residents are advised to rely on official government sources for accurate information and avoid sharing unverified reports. Emergency services, including 911, remain operational. Authorities encourage patience as cybersecurity teams work to protect critical systems. Multiple agencies, including local, state, and federal partners, are actively coordinating to identify, contain, and prevent further cyber activity. Officials emphasize that these efforts are precautionary and intended to maintain public safety and stability. Daily activities may continue as normal. Increased monitoring will remain in effect until authorities determine the situation has been fully secured. Additional emergency alert system messages will be issued if public action becomes necessary. More information will be provided if it becomes available. Authorities will continue to monitor the situation and update the public.
The following message has been transmitted at the request of the Louisiana State Police and the City of New Orleans Office of Homeland Security. This is a shelter-in-place warning for the City of New Orleans. Authorities are responding to a developing security situation within the city. As a precaution, residents are instructed to immediately shelter in place until further notice. Residents should remain indoors and stay away from doors and windows. Move to an interior room if possible and lock all exterior doors. Do not leave your location unless directed by public safety officials. These actions are being requested to ensure your safety while authorities assess the situation. Law enforcement and emergency response agencies are actively investigating reports related to this incident. Increased security measures are in effect across multiple areas of the city, including transportation corridors, public facilities, and locations with large numbers of people. This warning is being issued to protect residents while emergency personnel carry out their duties. Emergency services remain available. Residents should only call 911 if there is an immediate, life-threatening emergency. For general updates and instructions, monitor official city and state communication channels and local news outlets. Schools, government buildings, and some businesses may be temporarily closed or placed on restricted access. Residents are advised not to travel within the city at this time. Traffic controls and road closures may be implemented to support emergency operations. Officials emphasize that this shelter-in-place warning is precautionary. Public cooperation is essential to allow responders to manage the situation safely and efficiently. Local, state, and federal agencies are coordinating closely to resolve the situation as quickly as possible. Updates will be issued as verified information becomes available. Remain calm, stay sheltered, and continue monitoring official information sources. More information will be provided if it becomes available. Authorities will continue to monitor the situation and update the public. The following message has been transmitted at the request of the Louisiana State Police and the City of New Orleans Office of Homeland Security. This is an emergency alert system update for the City of New Orleans regarding the shelter-in-place warning issued earlier today. Authorities report that the situation prompting the warning is becoming more stable. Law enforcement has completed initial security sweeps in several areas of the city, and no active threats have been confirmed at this time. Emergency personnel remain deployed as a precaution. Residents currently sheltering in place should continue to remain indoors unless otherwise directed. Officials are reviewing conditions and will determine when it is safe to lift restrictions. Some neighborhoods may experience continued traffic control on limited access while investigations continue. Public safety agencies from local, state, and federal levels are working together and sharing information in real time. Officials state that this coordinated response has helped prevent further risk and maintain public safety. Emergency services remain fully operational. Residents should continue to call 911 only for immediate emergencies. Public transportation and city services may resume gradually as conditions allow. Authorities thank residents for their cooperation and patience. Staying informed and following instructions has played an important role in managing the situation safely. Additional emergency alert system messages will be issued if instructions change or if the shelter-in-place order is lifted. More information will be provided if it becomes available. Authorities will continue to monitor the situation and update the public. The following message has been transmitted at the request of the Louisiana State Police and the City of New Orleans Office of Homeland Security. This is an emergency alert system message for the City of New Orleans regarding a public safety update involving critical infrastructure security. Authorities report that during an ongoing investigation, a credible threat involving a protected infrastructure facility in the greater New Orleans area was identified. As a precaution, enhanced security measures were immediately implemented, and specialized response teams secured the location. Officials confirm the situation was addressed before any damage occurred. There is no danger to the public at this time. Operations at the facility have been temporarily adjusted to ensure safety while assessments continue. Residents are not required to take protective action at this time. Emergency services remain fully operational. Authorities advise the public to remain calm and continue normal activities unless otherwise directed by officials. Local, state, and federal agencies are working together to monitor conditions and prevent further risks. Officials emphasize that early detection, preparedness, and coordination played a key role in protecting public safety. The investigation remains active. Updates will be shared through official government channels as information is confirmed. The emergency alert system will be used if additional public instructions become necessary. More information will be provided if it becomes available. Authorities will continue to monitor the situation and update the public.
Good afternoon, my fellow Americans. We apologize for the interruption of your normal programming, but we have issued this emergency alert system message to inform you about the ongoing national security situation currently affecting our country. Federal, state, and local authorities are actively responding to this threat, and coordinated measures are in place to protect public safety. While this is a serious situation, we have the resources, determination, and unity to address it. We ask all citizens to follow instructions carefully to remain safe, stay indoors if advised, monitor official updates, and report any suspicious activity to local authorities. Public cooperation is essential to ensuring that emergency responders can do their jobs effectively. The United States is under attack. These North Korean terrorists are planning bombs about the major cities, murdering civilians, bombing buildings, cause a major traffic crash, and etc. However, one of the North Korean terrorists launched 30 missiles. It has been targeted to the following states: California, Nevada, New Mexico, Texas, Washington, Louisiana, New Jersey, Massachusetts, New York, Ohio, Oklahoma, Nevada, Idaho, Montana, Florida, Michigan, West Virginia, South Dakota, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Mississippi, Georgia, Wisconsin, Alabama, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Wyoming, and Indiana is expected will impact in the next 1 to 2 hours. This attack is worse than 9/11 terrorist attacks, but the United States of America is so powerful. We will never fall. We will always prepare for a war. This country never fails. This country is powerful with the power of the hands of God. For your survival, follow these instructions. Remain indoors if local officials have issued shelter-in-place orders. Avoid traveling unless absolutely necessary. Monitor official news outlets and government channels for verified updates. Report any suspicious activity to local law enforcement. Follow all instructions from state and local authorities promptly. Most importantly, grab non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, the first aid kit, your phone, chargers, your battery power radio, or hand crank radio, and as many things that you could find for your survival. The United States is facing a coordinated threat linked to hostile foreign actors. This is a serious and unprecedented situation, but we will overcome it. The United States of America is a strong and resilient nation, built on unity, faith, and determination. Those who seek to harm us will not succeed. At this time, I ask all Americans to remain calm, stand together, and carefully follow the instructions being issued by your government and local authorities. Federal, state, and local agencies are working together to manage this situation and protect communities nationwide. Your cooperation and vigilance are critical to keeping our nation safe. Thank you for your attention, your calm, and your cooperation. May God bless the United States of America.
The following message has been transmitted at the request of the United States government and Federal Emergency Management Agency. This is an emergency alert system message from the National Information Center. Federal authorities are providing this update to keep the public informed about the ongoing national security situation. Investigations remain active. and multiple agencies continue to monitor conditions across the country. Officials report that heightened security measures are in effect nationwide. These measures are preventive and are designed to protect public safety while authorities continue their work. At this time, there is no change to the guidance issued earlier unless directed by state or local officials. The public is encouraged to stay informed through official government sources, avoid spreading rumors or unverified information, and follow any instructions provided by local authorities. Emergency services remain fully operational. The National Information Center will continue to coordinate information between federal, state, and local agencies to ensure accurate and timely communication with the public. Additional emergency alert system messages will be issued if new information becomes available or if public instructions change. More information will be provided if it becomes available. Authorities will continue to monitor the situation and update the public.
The following message is an all-clear message. The terrorist has officially detained a sentence of death penalty. You may now exit shelters. However, please be aware that the damage ever across the country. But to repeat, this is an all-clear message. All civilians may now exit shelters. This concludes all operation on the new emergency alert system. Your government thanks for your cooperation.